Good morning, my name is Dr. FUD, also known as Meet Kevin. In this video, I'm going to start with FUD to potentially outline a negative catalyst that could hurt the cryptocurrency markets and create a buy the dip opportunity. I am Mr. Buy the Dipper as well as Mr. FUD and Meet Kevin, and I thought I would start with a negative catalyst so that way we could move on to positives like what happened to Solana and Shiba Inu, and then we'll talk about what I believe is a very bullish formation happening in Bitcoin, and you won't want to miss it. So if you like this kind of FUD first, fun later content, make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below. Okay, now let me get my prescription here. Hold on. Hey everyone. Okay, let's talk about this new information from Bloomberg. Bloomberg just released an article that the Treasury Department and other agencies have given the green light to the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, to regulate stablecoins. Now, we are waiting for a massive report this week on stablecoin regulation, and ultimately stablecoin regulation will fall under the purview of Congress to legislate for stablecoin regulation and likely require banking charters for stablecoin issuers, with the SEC regulating stablecoins. This is something that Gary Gensler, the chairperson of the SEC, has been pushing for, and this could potentially lead to an evaporation of at least some form of lending based on the stablecoin market. It could potentially also lead yields in the stablecoin market to fall thanks to burdensome regulation. Now, industry experts like Paxos and Circle, companies that are, first of all, phenomenal companies, experts in cryptocurrencies, they are actually cheering cryptocurrency regulation, but I do believe because of Tether's size with a $70 billion market cap, yes, I know, Tether FUD, that there is a potential that once we get this transition of requiring a banking charter for those issuing stablecoins and we transition to regulation, that we could see, a modest to substantial impact in the short term on especially Bitcoin pricing and then subsequently all other coins thereafter. Personally, I believe that this will be a phenomenal buy the dip opportunity. I think it is the next big negative catalyst for crypto, and I think we'll have three layers of, or sort of three events around this. I think the first event will be the SEC and agency report that comes out this week on stablecoins and stablecoin proposed regulation, then congressional regulation and negotiations around actually implementing this. We don't know how quickly Congress can act in this or on this, and in theory, Congress could, if the SEC is fast enough, in theory, they could get stablecoin regulation just slid into one of these stimulus packages that we expect to get passed pretty dang soon. We'll see. I don't know if it could happen that fast, but in theory, it could all come very quickly. But then again, Congress is not famous for doing things very quickly. But this to me is a temporary negative catalyst. It is something that I would buy the dip on. This summer, I bought the dip a lot. I made a lot of videos explaining exactly why I was buying the dip, what catalysts I was looking for, how I believe that cryptocurrencies could explode, and obviously we've seen an explosion going from $1 of Cardano to where it is now, just over $2, $2.15 has been kind of where we've been hanging out. We've seen obviously Bitcoin explode from 29,000 all the way over 60,000 here. So a lot of positivity ahead, but I do think this could be a temporary speed bump, and I think it is a great buy the dip opportunity. It's also worth noting that there are companies like JP Morgan that have stablecoins as well. Now, right now, the JP Morgan coin, which is built on the Ethereum network, is something that is only available to institutional clients, and it's something they've really been testing. Most stable coins have open access to the public. This JPM coin is, again, it's only for insiders. But I wouldn't be surprised if you get banks with existing bank charters who come out and end up offering stablecoins as a way of attracting customers to their bank and kind of filling any void that the Tether FUD might potentially create. And I think that would mean the negative catalyst for cryptocurrencies would actually be relatively short-lived. Now, we also, and we're going to move over to other news now. We're going to walk away here from stablecoins because I know sometimes this gets a little old news-ish. But anyway, we're going to walk away from stablecoins. I want to quickly talk about SHIB, SHIB, then and Solana, and then we're going to talk about a catalyst that I see here for Bitcoin. So, First, Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, we have obviously hit some all-time highs, and it's really, really incredible to mention that Elon Musk replied to a question about how much SHIB he is holding, and he did reply with a one-word answer, none. This did lead Shiba Inu to drop about 20% as soon as he mentioned it. However, Shiba Inu since has reached all-time highs just within the last few hours here. In fact, right now, at the time of this recording, we just hit a new all-time high at 47.73. So congratulations to the SHIB Army. I'm very happy for you. This is excellent news for the SHIB Army. We are up 11.89%. We do also have Solana reaching all-time highs, which is really incredible. We are right now sitting at 218.93. This is an all-time high next to our previous all-time high of about 215. So congratulations to the Solana Army as well. We have a new record high in the amount of total value locked in DeFi projects. We've got a lot of excitement surrounding Solana, and I've got an announcement coming out about a Jungle Cat, so stay tuned for that. Super excited to talk about that. And NFTs on the blockchain network. Super excited about this. Now, I want to show you an update regarding Bitcoin and a catalyst that I see here on Bitcoin. Take a look at this chart. Tell me if you see something here. I do want to make a quick note before I show you this catalyst here that I do have a program on technical analysis, but it's mostly stocks and psychology of money. We got fundamental analysis, we talk momentum, talk technical analysis, talk options trading. But if you want to build your wealth and experience sort of the psychology of money, how I become Mr. Buy the Dipper, and how I look for negative catalysts and look for opportunities in the market and then know how to react to them, check out the program link down below. I think it's amazing. If you want to see feedback or testimonials, go to metkevin.com/chat, and you could see honest, free, not censored, published sort of reviews on the program. Take a look at it. Of course, I've got 5 programs in total. Take a look at all of those linked down below. You can go to metkevin.com/join or click the link down below and use that Diamond Hands coupon code before Friday because the price will be going up Saturday morning. All right, so let's go take a look here at what I'm seeing here on the BTC chart. So right now, BTC is softening a little bit. But in my opinion, what we have here is the potential for a reverse head and shoulders. So it's a little bit of a wide head here, but I still see it here. So if we kind of flip this upside down, I think it's a little bit easier for individuals to see. So let's just go ahead and grab this and flip it so that way you can see a little bit more of the traditional head and shoulders pattern here. So right here you've got sort of a shoulder over here. So you've got a shoulder here, you've got another shoulder over here, you've got your neckline that's really this orange line that we've drawn over here. So you've got your neckline, shoulder, shoulder, and then you have your relatively wide head over here. This is the 30-minute chart on Bitcoin. Now, usually a normal head and shoulders would predict a sort of fall. I know this is upside down, so usually it'd be the other way. But usually you would have a fall coming in to a head and shoulders formation, and then you would have a subsequent fall. When you have a reverse head and shoulders, you actually expect the opposite, which aside from a news catalyst like this stablecoin regulation, which could kind of screw this whole thing up, I do think that this is a potential breakout leading formation here. So I'm bullish on what I'm seeing here. If we see a little bit more of a trickling down here, I'm not sure if we're going to revisit that 60,000 level. Obviously, that would break the head and shoulders thesis if that does end up happening. We end up going back to a support around 60,000. Big psychological threshold. Obviously, briefly, we can break below this support, but we keep rubber banding back to that psychological level, which makes sense as traders front run. Very, very typical. But this right here, in my opinion, is bullish, minus the potential for cryptocurrency stablecoin reports. And so I'm excited to see what happens for that because, look, I would not mind buying Bitcoin at a cheaper price. So these are some of my thoughts on everything going on in the market right now regarding stablecoin regulation, but also some brief updates on Solana and Shiba Inu, and of course this technical analysis on Bitcoin. And if you found this helpful, click that subscribe button down below, and folks, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye. And consider sharing the video too.